Meghan Markle sat down with actress and writer Issa Rae for the latest episode of her Spotify podcast, Archetypes. During their conversation, the two women discussed the labels often pinned on black women, connecting through their lives in Los Angeles and their experiences in the entertainment industry. Issa opened up about how she has been labeled in the workplace, explaining that a colleague had described her as particular, picky, or liking things done in a certain way, something that Meghan related to. While the Duchess admitted to being particular, she revealed how she often finds herself cowering and tiptoeing into a room, explaining that her voice changes in order to sound less demanding. She explained, "The thing that I find the most embarrassing is when you're saying a sentence but the intonation goes up like it's a question. You're like, oh my god, stop whispering and tiptoeing around it. Just say what it is that you need. You're allowed to set a boundary, you're allowed to be clear. It does not make you demanding, it does not make you difficult. It makes you clear." Issa added, "It's just another way of cowering from your power." The writer, whose show, Insecure, was described by Meghan as a masterpiece, went on to confess that she doesn't feel like she's allowed to be angry in certain moments. She said, "I can't lose my cool, I can't do that, especially as a black woman, but also just even as a public figure now. People are looking for ways to justify their perception of you. I want to be allowed to have that emotion because it's natural, it's an emotion, of course, it shouldn't be internalized. Absolutely not. So that's something I'm still wrestling with." Earlier in the podcast, the Duchess recounted her shock having learnt about the findings of gender studies professor Dr. Sophia U. Noble, who suggested Google was contributing to spreading stereotypes about black women. In the opening monologue of this week's episode of Archetypes, Meghan said, "Her findings in this book had my jaw on the floor." She established that when you type in a question on the Google search engine, it would try to guess what your question would be. Sort of like the modern-day, technological Mad Lib, so to fill in the blank, to be intuitive for you, she typed in, "Why are black women so?" The autofill from the computer, the machine trying to guess your thoughts, maybe shape your thoughts, completed her search with these options. Why are black women so loud? Why are black women so mean? Why are black women so angry? Those were the seeds being planted, this idea that a black woman must be angry,